What's going on, everybody? Alright, so let's see, we got another shoe video for you today. Also, I would like to, let's see, I was out shopping today. We were having this discussion with an employee at a shoe store, I'll just say. And we were bringing up a lot of good points about all the, the situation that's going on now and what have you. And he said the same thing that I had said about, starting to get into other types of shoes. He's doing the same thing. He's fed up with the quality of the, the retros and the way Nike keeps increasing the prices on stuff. And, it seems like there's obviously a lot more people that are fed up with this than I had imagined. And I'm glad. Hopefully, if people stick to their words, that things will start changing. So like one of the things I said about, trying different shoes, different brands even, whatever the case may be. Like I had mentioned, if you stay even with Nike, you got the Air Force Ones to choose from. They're always pretty good quality, and they're only $90. Plus there's like tons of other, styles that you could choose from with Nike alone, and Jordan for that matter. But then it's time for me to start getting outside of the narrow window of what people think are cool. Pretty much, I mean, you got your Jordans, some of your Nikes, your Foamposites or whatever. You got your LeBrons and your Kobes and your KDs. I mean, and pretty much that's your standard shoes that people think are cool or that are the mainstream, and it's been like that for a long time now. And there is more like KDs didn't used to be up there, so now they're up there, and Foamposites never really used to be up there, so now they're so that window is widening. It's not just Jordan retros, it's getting more spread out over different styles of shoes. But we need to take that farther. We need to spread that out wider. Because once you do that and you start putting your money into other brands, so to speak, Nike's going to change things up. They're going to have to change things up. Power through the people. Like I said on the one video about my Crimsons, mob rules. If the mob makes up the rules. So if everybody jumps on board with a certain idea or a certain way of thinking and way of going, that's going to be the average out there. I don't know the word I'm looking for right there. Not the common denominator, but the average. Sorry, brain farting on words. But you know what I mean. So like one of the shoes, I don't want to spoil, but one of the shoes I got coming in is way outside of my box. I do not have a pair of this brand at all in this room. So you'll see that video coming when it gets here through the mail. But you have to start making your own cool. Stop following other people. Stop rocking Jordans because you want to be accepted. I mean, I know that's a hard thing to do, but you should be at that point now where you are accepted for wearing those Jordans. So now it's time to take where you've gotten yourself to and pull other things into the equation. I can turn heads with, my Jeremy Scotts just as much as I can my, Retro 3 Jordans or, whatever the case may be. So you got to really think outside the box. One of the pairs I picked up today is kind of like that thinking. It is a Jordan though, but you have to step outside your comfort zone and create your own cool. Make people think that you're you're a step ahead of everybody else. The easiest way to fool somebody is to convince them, basically, if that makes any sense. You have to sell them on yourself. And I feel at this point it's something should not only do, I should promote it. So get out there, get away from your common Jordans, your common Nikes, and go off the beaten path. And guess what? You're going to save money doing it too. And you can still find shoes that are going to break necks just as much as the other shoes. So on that note, we also came to the conclusion that I don't know if Nike realizes what they're doing, but they're pushing people away from their brand. They may think that they're, trying to, I don't know, cash in on the hype. I don't know. I think it started with the hyper posits. $225 for those shoes ain't worth it. First off, it's a new shoe. It don't even have a following. And you're going to ask $225 right out of the bag? No. And guess what? They're sitting on shelves. I got some word today that they're probably going to be heading to clearance outlets in the not too distant future. So they're alienating the sneaker collectors out there in my eyes. I see a lot more people now than I ever had before talking about different brands of shoes. New Balances, the Pumas, whatever the case may be. And that's where it needs to go to wake people up. So yeah, they're Nike is pushing people away from them, slowly but surely, and they're making it to where people like me are going to try and step up that average line and bring other shoes into that equation of what people think are cool or whatever the case may be. It can't be so narrow-minded anymore. It's got to keep growing, and I guess that's it. On that note, my preaching. But next shoe, how to go here to get it. I went online to try to get it, but they were sold out of my size. So I had to hit them all up. So this should be shoe number 378. You got the Jordan Aero Flight. This shoe cost me $120. It didn't cost me $160. It didn't cost me $225, and it sure didn't help cost me no $270 fucking dollars. And I want you to do one thing for me. If I ever make a video buying a LeBron 10 at retail price, stop watching. Stop watching my videos, because I'll sell all my shoes. There's no way in hell I'm paying $270 for a LeBron 10 shoe. I'm just not going to do it. And from what I'm seeing on eBay and stuff, too many other people aren't doing it either. So it's just ridiculous. It's stupid. And anybody who out there is just who's falling for that crap, you shouldn't even be you're not a sneaker collector. Let's just put it that way. There's no way. There's no way you are. Because if you were, you wouldn't be putting up with that kind of shit from Nike. You just wouldn't. So, ooh, that pisses me off. Can you tell? Anyway. So, we got the Macho Man. Ooh, yeah! And this ain't the fanciest shoe. These aren't inlaid. They're, painted on or whatever. There's nothing inlaid about it. Very just common shoe. But it pops. You got your 80s color there. The 80s were the best times ever. If you didn't live in the 80s, you don't know what a good time is. I'm not talking drugs and all that crap, because that was the 70s. I'm just talking about downright fun. All as a whole was the 80s. And this is a clear piece of that. So I think there's like a whole series coming out of WWE type shoes. So I'll have to watch for them and see what else comes out. So I guarantee you, I paid $120 for these. And you're still going to get many people looking at them, breaking their necks going, what was that? Just as you would a freaking $200 sneaker. So, there you are. Stop following what is cool and find your own cool and make it so. And people who hate are people who are just jealous. Remember that. So anyway, there we go, my long ass 10-minute video. Now I gotta get back to work, list some shoes for sale. There we are. Like my speech? Yeah, well, he's got to deal with it if you're watching my videos. Deal with the speech. Power to the people. I'm out.